Denelle Dixon took to Twitter and talked about price. No, for real, she actually did. And I'm going to share with you a very important conversation she had in regards to that. Speaking of price, we're going to talk about XLM price action as well. And what do I have in my hand? Well, it is a lifesaver, and I'm going to share it with you. And welcome new viewers and old friends. Viewers' comments come first. Drop me a hot one, spicy, juicy. Maybe I'll share it in the next video. John Bender starts us off by saying, started training and eating like I'm back on Paris Island the last 2 weeks, and I feel like a new man. You motivating son of a bitch. Keep up everything you're doing. Man, you're the last real dude left on YouTube. Well, thank you, John Bender. VR Fanatic says, 35 seconds into fuck Klaus, you built like a brick shithouse. By the way, it's a compliment in Ireland. By the way, that's a compliment in the United States as well. What is everyone talking about? Uh-oh, I'm doing a 100K mountain race, and I'm doing heat acclimation training right now, and I'm in training season, but not going to talk about that. We're here to do what, everyone? We're here to talk crypto and what Denelle Dixon said about price on Twitter. Going to talk about my feelings regarding it, and I'm going to ask how you're feeling, obviously. But let's get into this first. Bitcoin sitting at 61,905, ETH 3415, XRP 47.7. Starting to see green show back up. So we've hit the bottoms short term from this most recent pullback. XLM sitting at 9.2 with even the meme getting back into the action. And Stellar XLM is sitting at 33rd in regards to market cap, which I understand is not the best indicator out there to compare apples to apples. But let's get to Denelle. She says this, price obsession blinds us to blockchain's potential. Remember, we're building the future, not a casino. Time to focus on real utility. Tag utility-obsessed creators below. Then there was a comment here and then her reply. Emir says, don't you think that price and market cap are directly correlated with the usage and popularity of a chain? There will be an ETH ETF next month almost exclusively because of the compounding effects of on-chain activity opportunities, casino airdrops, NFTs, and numerous tokens. Dixon responds, fair point. Price and usage often correlate, but it's a complex relationship. While market activity drives attention, long-term value comes from solving real problems. The challenge is balancing short-term hype with sustainable innovation. Now, Denelle, this is like one of the first times that I've heard her come out and talk like this in regards to price, and I have to give her kudos for doing so. Remember, my job is to be in the news, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad. So I'm glad she's addressing this, but I want to start talking about how I feel in regards to her comments, and I want to hear what you think too, okay? So let me kind of spout off just a little bit here, and then I want you to comment down below. But listen to this. Price obsession blinds blockchain's potential. Remember, we're building a future, not a casino. Yeah, but the problem we got here, though, is that crypto is a very risky marketplace compared to a whole bunch of other investments out there. Where else can you put $100, $200 in and something could 100x just like that? Dude, crypto. Is it like something where the odds are in your favor? No. But it's super, super, super rare to do in the stock market. And other things out there, well, the plays are kind of risky as well. Crypto is super risky, and it has become somewhat of a casino. Watch what happens when I put in Coin 360, the heat map. Watch this, okay? This is what it normally looks like. Up on the top, Bet Panda, no KYC, anonymous crypto betting. Oh, okay. They're also sponsored by, oh, here's another Bet Panda blurb. So my point is crypto has become the risky gambling action, right? So when Denelle is sitting here saying, time to build a future, not a casino, the public wants a casino. And the public is playing a casino. Now, let's look at price and let's talk about casino because, again, I have more to say in regards to this. Price recently doesn't look good. But let's zoom out a little bit more, okay? And I want you to take a look at this time period right here. 2020, 2021, when things got crazy through to 2022. What happened during that time? We were all locked down, weren't we? So people didn't have their usual outlets. They didn't have their usual sports. They didn't have the usual this or the usual that. So what did they do? They piled on to crypto degen gambling. Think of that's when like all the big meme stuff was roaring stupid. People didn't have the same options, right? I mean, what were you going to do? If you were a baseball fan and you like betting on baseball action, cool. You had 60 games that season. Is that going to wet your whistle for gambling? And I know what you're saying. Real world utility is different than casino. I get that. But then why is gambling and why are casinos so tied heavily to crypto? It's because of the risk and reward. Now, when Denelle says, fair point, price uses often correlate, but it's a complex relationship. I agree. Long-term value comes from solving real problems. The challenge is balancing short-term hype with sustainable innovation. Long-term value doesn't necessarily come from solving real-world problems. Brands can be popular and can be around for a long time, and that's not solving a real-world problem. Think of the brands you're starting to see develop in crypto, right? They're not sitting there solving anything. Is Bored Ape Yacht Club solving anything? Are you solving any real crisis problems? No. But it's a brand and people want it. And when those assets are desired and they're juicy, people pay for it. Now, has the floor fallen on them? Yeah, of course. The floor has fallen on like the majority of crypto. It's been pretty bad with the exception of Bitcoin, ETH, and some other store of value plays. Denelle says the challenge is balancing short-term hype with sustainable innovation. And she's 100% right with the sustainable innovation. But what has the short-term hype been for XLM? When you look at it past the lockdown times and when the world started opening back up, you could see that it just has done next to nothing. So there's also a lack of short-term hype. XLM's biggest pump has come on what, everyone? XRP Judge Torres action. Yeah, that's crazy. That's totally crazy. One of XLM's bigger pumps that was, I don't know how to put this, was more organic was, remember when they announced their rebranding, right? And they went with like the design of this logo here. Remember, it was like 10 days till the next biggest thing. And then when it happened that they were rebranding, people are like, what? So it's not just short-term hype, but it's a certain sexiness factor to it. And I think what we're learning here and what I hope Denelle sees is that crypto is global. So we have to have our viewpoint extremely wide open. And we have to understand our customer. We also have to understand our customer that has money. Right now in crypto, it's like gambling. You guys remember BitBoy, right? He was sponsored by a gambling website, wasn't he? Think of all the other crypto channels out there that are sponsored by crypto gambling or peripheral sites like that. It's extremely interwoven. Hang out in Twitter, DGen World itself. I'm not calling it X. I've got X's to call X, and I don't like them. I like Twitter, so I'm not calling Twitter my X. But think about it. People are talking about what's the next thing to ape into. What's the next meme to ape into? Milady, Pepe, Whiff, Dog with Hat. And guess what? I understand that a lot of them are going to fall away to the wayside. Well, by the way, Whiff up 23% last 24 hours. Holy crap. But in terms of meme, in terms of what's sexy, there's always going to be something out there coming out that's new, that's going to steal and draw from other projects. So yes, Denelle, you are 100% right that you have to balance short-term hype with sustainable innovation. You are 100% right. But your hype has to match what the overall communities and markets hype is, because the market is global. Now, when we look at the idea of your dog with hats, your Pepes, your Shibs, and all that stuff, there's going to be a new one. There's going to be a G-Unit 50 cent rug pull. There's always going to be something like popping up, stealing, siphoning off. So unless you stay sexy with the in-crowd that's ever evolving in this space, you may slip even further down market cap, which again, I know is not the best thing out there, but let's be real here. I mean, it is a way for us to compare, and right now, Pepe is well above Stellar, sitting at 20th market cap right now. Shib sitting at 11th, Doge at 8th. You have to understand your customer, and you have to understand what the globe is looking for when it comes to crypto. And the majority of what the globe is looking for when it comes to crypto is price action. That's how we start our videos. And a lot of casino, a lot of aping, a lot of D-Gen meme coin action. Turbo heated up. Pepe dog with hat, sexy beast. but you got to stay relevant, my gal. And for those of you sticking around at the end wondering what this is, well, this is a clip-on bag that I use when I'm running to store extra hydration, a rain jacket, an extra windbreaker, whatever I need. Curious about all the other running gear, training, getting ready for 100K, my previous 50-mile races? Well, that can be found on this channel right here, and check out my latest video right here. I'll catch you cool cats later because I got some hydration action to focus on. Electrolytes, salted lime,